In episode 11 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, we saw the assumably Anbu Root member who is stealing people's chakra for the first time. But who exactly is that mysterious person? Okay, so after seeing this masked individual in the episode, I just brainstormed all the possible people that could be behind that mask. It was stated that the Anbu Root was responsible for all the ghost incidents, so the person behind the mask is definitely going to be someone in the Anbu Root. Now, at the end of the episode, Mitsuki let the Anbu member go after chasing them down in the water tunnels. So originally I was thinking that this could be Mitsuki's older clone brother, Log, who we saw in the Mitsuki manga that came out, and I thought it could be him and his older brother working together like as an inside job type of thing. But then I looked at kind of the shape and aesthetics of the character behind the mask. It seemed like that Anbu person was fairly slim and kind of non-muscular, so I was like, yo, it couldn't be Log because my dude was like kind of average size and kind of built, and to me it almost seemed like this figure was kind of feminine, so this meant it could be a female behind the mask. I took note of all the other appearance things and kind of analyzed it further after watching the episode. I definitely remembered noticing that the mysterious Anbu had bandages on their leg, so it made me think and kind of put together who had bandages and kind of had that same kind of figure that the mysterious Anbu Root had. I came to the conclusion that this mysterious person matched up with the Ninja Academy student and representative Sumire. My theory is that Sumire is an Anbu Root spy placed inside the academy for her master's plan. Now, I'm gonna kind of give you the rundown on the evidence that supports my theory. First, Sumire was able to notice the invisible jutsu that Magare placed on himself and basically followed her. She was able to notice that he was following them when he had an invisible ninjutsu on, when Sarada and Chocho didn't even notice. Considering that she'd be an Anbu Root member, it makes sense that her abilities would be way more advanced than the academy students and that she would notice that someone was following her right like as they started doing it. Okay, next, Sumire had a lot of focus in episode 11. They even cut out from the Boruto scenes to cut back to Sumire inside the hospital, etc. And there's always a reason for giving characters screen time, in Naruto especially, in the Naruto series or overall universe especially. Sumire was in the hospital because she was at the center of the ghost incident at the leaf water purification plant, after she chose that place specifically as her work study choice. So the ghost incident and Sumire have overlapped. They happen in the same place. Going on, Boruto said that their movements were being watched by the person behind the ghost incidents, and when they went all out to try and track the male roots, the only student from their class not present to kind of help them all out was Sumire, because she was bandaged up in the hospital. So who better else to spy on them other than their classmate? Right after Boruto and the rest of the students faked leaving the mail center to kind of bait out the person, the Anbu Root member came down from hiding with bandages on their leg, and again Sumire was the only one missing, and she had just been seen in a previous scene bandaged up in the hospital. Plus, in that scene where she was in the hospital, later on her friends told her that they were leaving because their parents had came, so they were leaving the hospital, and Sumire was like, hey man, just go ahead and leave, your people are here, go ahead and leave. And then after they left, Sumire was seen going up to the window and looked on as her friends got picked up by their parents. So this kind of reflects back to the backstory of Sumire, which was covered in the Boruto Naruto Next Generation novels, where it was noted that Sumire was an orphan. Her being an orphan is the ideal scenario for her to have been taken in by the Anbu Root as a child, because a lot of the times Anbu Root end up taking orphans to be within their ranks because they have nowhere to go. Also, it's quite a common thing for Anbu Root spies to be placed into the academies or teams in order for them to spy for their mission. So even an Anbu Root member was placed into a young Itachi Uchiha's team in order to keep tabs on him. So Danzo wanted to keep tabs on Itachi Uchiha when he was young, so he put in one of his Anbu Root members into Itachi's squad, and that dude was an Aburame clan member. Another piece that might be interesting is that Sumire translates to violet, and the color of the ghost chakra that's taking people's fucking chakra is indeed violet in color, so that kind of matches up, and her character has a purple color scheme. Now lastly, at the end of episode 11, the Anbu Root person escaped into the water pipelines when running away. This can be connected to Sumire because she was just doing work study for the leaf water purification plant, and she was saying that it's the lifeline of Konoha. So it could be actually connected that she was doing work study there in order to learn like the pipe systems, and then she was seen trying to go into the pipes when she was caught at the end of the episode. One last little bit is that when the Anbu Root member was about to go into the tunnel's darkness on the water pipelines, Mitsuki followed the Anbu person. So then the Anbu person turned around and noticed Mitsuki's presence behind her, just like Sumire did when the invisible cloak dude was following her. So I'm pretty sure Mitsuki's a really high level. He's not a shinobi yet, but he's a really high level individual, and I'm pretty sure that Mitsuki's presence, he could hide it if he wanted to. So it would take a lot of skill in order for her to pick up that. So I definitely think it can be connected to how she turned around and found Magire or Majire. Alright, that kind of wraps up all the evidence I had towards my theory that just like the episode is called Shadow of the Mastermind, is indeed Sumire, the weird class representative. Now a lot of the times Anbu are regarded as shadows because they're the people who work in the darkness. So I definitely think this episode was focused on her because she lines up with the title. She is the Shadow of the Mastermind. That's why she was getting all that screen time, and that's why her actions kind of linked up with what the Anbu Root member was doing. If you guys agreed with my theory or enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on my notifications so you know when my next video drops. It's your boy AnimeAnalyst, aka the young jiggy ninja. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.